What is going on, Life Podcast? Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 27. It's crazy, bro. We're on episode 27, man. But welcome back to another episode, bro. We are excited to be back again, bro. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, bro? How was your yesterday?
My little day break, you feel me? That's crazy. I just thought about that too, bro. We only really begin like a little day break, you feel me?
Facts.
But that's good though, you feel me? Because we have a whole full weekend, or a lot of things going on, like big a lot of mental different things. And then Tuesday
Facts.
we come, what I'm saying, we have like a reset, like a breakdown. And then Thursday, you feel me? We end the week off, getting ready for the weekend. So I really do
That's
like that, you
facts.
feel me? Wednesday was actually dang. Hold on. Yesterday was tough. I ain't even gonna
Ooh,
cap.
talk to me.
Like, yeah. Yesterday, like it was really like, what I'm saying, I got work. I got home yesterday. I ran 2 miles. I got that energy back. I got that my mental. I got that clarity back. You feel me? So yesterday was really one of the ones. Like I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday, it motivated me for the next 30 days. You feel me? That's
Okay.
the type of day it was. You got those days, right?
Yeah.
And my day it just happened to be Wednesday. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay.
So like I'm super excited for what's to come and et cetera, et cetera. So what
Yes,
about you,
sir.
bro?
I actually had a pretty decent day too yesterday, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I streamed, for a little bit, but actually I ended stream pretty early yesterday. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was getting tired of the game, bro. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of the game. Let me go hoop. So I ended up going to hoop in real life, and I had a pretty much
IRL.
good day. Yeah, I had a good day of hooping, and then I
And
just spent time alone with God and just was talking to God. I ain't gonna lie, all last night I was pretty much just praying most of the time. So that's
that's
that's that's
real,
how
bro.
my night went.
I'm gonna lie. That's exactly what my day went too, though. I ain't gonna say it, but like
Literally, man.
that's that's really what it was. Like yesterday, I had like a full like reset, cause like Monday and Tuesday, I ain't gonna lie, I was really in my head a lot, cause I plan on moving back to Florida soon, all that stuff. So I'm like thinking of so many things. Like Monday and Tuesday, I'm like my mind was running.
Yeah,
And then Wednesday, like after I ran, I had like a complete like reset, and it felt so good.
yeah.
Like it made me get that feeling back. Like I don't gotta worry, I don't gotta stress. Like God got me,
Mhm.
and that carried into today. And so today, another good. It's like momentum. You feel that
Yep.
yesterday was really that lock in point. And for me, I prayed hard. I asked for clarity.
Yes, sir.
Hey, like I said, bro, the cheat code, mine a little dirty because I be really on it. But you feel me? The cheat code, the life. I read my Quran heavy last night, and I feel good, bro.
I
I
love that,
feel
bro.
good,
Yes, sir.
good, feel good.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Getting straight into the topics today. Whoa, we only got one
Let's do it,
topic
man.
pretty much today, but we're gonna be talking
Yeah.
about me versus me, man. So, gonna ask you, bro, what does me versus me mean? Like, what do you think about when somebody be like,
Mm,
it's me versus me? What
Me
does that
versus
mean?
me, right? Me
Talk to me.
versus me is so deep. It's so heavy.
It goes so
Like
far down,
it's
like.
so you feel me? Like where could you start at where it's me versus me? And that's why I was like when I was doing my how I be looking for the question. I'm like I'm gonna do me versus me cause like I'm in that situation right now. Me versus me.
Mhm.
And to me versus me means to be able to like block out the outside noise, right? First, you got to put
Ooh.
yourself in a position of isolation to where it's literally you versus you, where it's like your friends can't tell you to do this, your mom, nobody, it's just you versus you,
Mhm.
right? And then once you get to that position, you want to go deep. You want to find your heart. You want to find that deep, deep inner core to understand who you really are, right?
Yep.
And so me versus me, it's bigger than what we think. Me versus me is more of that inner battle, that
Mhm.
constant battle of like I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, gotta show up. You feel me? That's what me versus me is. But it comes in so many forms. It can come in relationships. It can come in mental health. But it comes in so many ways, bro. And it's so
Facts.
beautiful. What is me versus me for you, though, bro? Let me know.
For me, when I think of me versus me, I'm thinking, I feel like it's, like you said, I agree. It's more so internally. When it's you versus you at the end of the day. Um, I feel like the main thing that I look at it as is like you're not in competition with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Is you're not in a
Yeah.
race with nobody. like he said, just blocking out everybody, and it's just you versus you. Because at the end of the day, it's you getting better today and being better today than you were yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 1%, at the end of the day, you want to be at least 1% better. Whether that's, yesterday you may went to sleep at 9:45, when instead you may need to go to sleep today at 9:30. You know what I'm saying? So like just those 15 minutes is you getting 1% better. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big thing like you switching your time zone from sleeping from at 10 o'clock to now sleeping at 7. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't need to take that big step. Is you take it slowly, is 1% every day. That's how I look at it. Is like me versus me is trying to get at least 1% better every single day. So yeah.
Yeah. I said that. It's because it's like it's who are you and nobody's watching, right?
Yep.
That's what it is. That's what it all comes down to. Like, what is your character like? Like, who are you outside of social media? Like, if I was to go outside and just walk around, would I still be presented the same as the way I present myself on social media? Like,
Nice.
when I put down the cameras, do I go pick up a blunt? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
who are you to that's when you really know me versus me, right? But this is the battle. It's a versus. It's me versus me. It's the whispers. It's the things of the temptations, like like relationships, sex. Sex is the biggest thing, right?
Yep.
You
Facts.
be in the moment. You trying to grease, right? But is sex really all you need? Is sex really what your relationship should depend on? Right? So
Right.
then at that point, it's like, it's me versus me. I'm gonna put my pride to the side because I know it's if I do this, it could hurt me, right? It's always a good and a bad, right? So whenever you do the good me, it's a good me and then the bad me. We're it's all in one. You feel me? Like, it's about. I want to actually want to talk about this because it's the truth. It's a Bible verse. Jesus says, "Me and the Father are one." Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it says that.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not gonna lie. Like in my heart, in my head, I think me and the Father is one. Also, like I'm not saying I'm God. I'm not saying that
That's.
I'm God or anything like that. Yeah. You can add on to that if you want. Yeah,
Oh,
you can go with
no, I
that.
was finna say. Yeah, like that's where most people think like get it mixed up. Is like we're not saying that we are God. It's just saying God is
Mhm.
with us. God is dwelt
God is
within
with
us. You know what I'm saying? So
you.
that's how we look at it.
Yeah,
But yeah, go ahead.
yeah. And so that I think that verse right there, when people say, "Oh, Jesus," no. I think Jesus is saying that he's connected, like he's like in tune with God, right? And that's what you want. That's what you want. You want to be in tune with God. You want to be like fulfilled. Like you want to have that like that drive. Like you want him to drive you. He's within us, right?
Yep.
Like we say God is all knowing, all wise. I should know a little. So what I'm gonna use my intellect. I'm not saying I know as much as him. I'm just saying I have the ability to know or to learn and to become wise, right? And the me versus me, if you're with God, like you're gonna win with every battle. But that's the thing, a lot of people are not really connected to God and they don't have that me versus me and they don't win it. They don't win that battle. They
Yeah.
don't win the good me. The bad me eats them up, you feel me? And so I think, you know, when we want to connect and find that verse, that me versus me, we got to dive deep, not within us but within God. That's how you really win,
Yep.
because once you connected to God, you overcome every single battle. Like it's easy. Like the good me wins. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. And I agree with that, bro, because it's definitely two sides to it. Like, if you want to think even deeper, like, you can think like I'm gonna use myself as an example. Like when I'm younger, like a younger version of myself probably did something different. You know what I'm saying? But me trying to be better than that version of myself, I'm gonna see what I did wrong, and you want to do that now and
Mhm.
today. As you get older, you want to take time to like reflect in your past, but to learn from your past,
Yeah.
not reflect and dwell on it, but actually learn from it, because that'll help you become a better version of yourself. Realizing like, okay, I did this wrong when I was young. Okay, cool. How can I change that now? How can I do this different now? And that will allow you to become a better version of yourself, because you're not just carrying on the negative you used to do and still doing it. You're trying to change now. You're trying to be better. And you got to be okay with
Yeah.
learning. You're not going to learn, you know what I'm saying, by yourself if you just think about it like this, bro. If I had, stuff going on in my life and, I got older, I got stuff going on, and all I cared about was like the stuff I had going on. I'm not worried about like, how do I want to say this? Like, I'm worrying about my outside and I'm not worrying about my inside. I'm gonna mess myself up. I'm gonna be so stuck on worrying about everything outside, trying to change my outside, and realizing ain't nothing changing because my inside hasn't changed. I haven't told myself I gotten better on the inside. I haven't gotten better on myself. So I'm doing things on the outside. I'm trying to do things on the outside and it's not working, and I'm beating myself up instead of I could just be taking time to learn about myself, to really not really dwell, but reflect on myself, reflect on my past, understand, okay, I might be in a certain situation because I've been trying to move on my own. I've been trying to move too fast. I've been trying to go too fast instead of taking my time and walking with God. You know what I'm saying? Getting 1% better instead of trying to jump 50% better in one day, which is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen like that. So one thing I would say is like, keep there's definitely two sides to it. You know what I'm saying? You can either learn from your past or grow from it. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to take the good and grow from it. But
I like that. I got a question though. Because I like that you said it's two sides to the story, right? So what we should do is ask ourselves, my biggest supporter or my biggest enemy? You feel me? How is that? Like, how does that go with me versus me? Am I my biggest supporter or my biggest enemy?
So me versus me, and my biggest supporter or my biggest enemy. At the end of the day, you want to be your own biggest supporter. And I say this because at the end of the day, you are only got you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get support from nobody else. I mean, you might, but that'll come later down the line after you support yourself. Because if you don't support yourself, you won't even put yourself out there to be supported by others. You know what I'm saying? So first, you want to support yourself. Because when you support yourself, you understand that whatever you're doing is under God's will. You know what I'm saying? That's why you support yourself, because you know that God is going to get it done. Like, God is going to allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? So you trust God and you just keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, that's what I'll answer to that. Well, how about you? What you think about that? That's a good question.
I like that you said that, because that's really the truth. But I'm gonna go. I like that you said that, but I gotta go on the opposite side, right? Because the people need to hear the truth. And a lot of the time, I'm gonna speak on others' behalf, because me, I like the fact that I'm my own supporter. I struggle every day for myself. You feel me?
Yeah.
But a lot of people are their biggest enemy.
Yeah, that's
But why?
true.
Because they don't post, they don't show up, they don't do all these things because they're not connected, right? They're not connected to the inner. They're so worried about the outer, on what people's going to say, on how people's going to view them, or they're not going to get enough views and stuff like that.
That's right.
And so a lot of the times we are our biggest enemy, and we lose support. And once you lose that support from the out, like that little bit, like it can be somebody like your best friend, right? Like you your best friend real tight, and your best friend telling like, yo, bro, post this, like you do so good. And you tell him like, nah, bro, like I don't want nobody to do this. I don't want to. Man, your best friend be like, man,
Can't help you,
I
bro.
can't do
Like,
that no more. You feel me?
literally.
Yeah, right. And so once you do that, now you're your only enemy, and now it's just a constant battle of you versus you again. And you can't win that battle when you're stuck in the thought process of I'm not enough, or I can't do this, or I can't win, or all these other things like that, right? So that's when you become your biggest enemy, and all because you don't want to just trust God, or really just just better yourself. It's a lot of the times, honestly and truthfully, like it's always about trusting God, but it's also about taking a role, like betting on yourself. Like it's you versus you.
Yep.
Like you want to put yourself, and that's what I want to say. Like you want to put yourself in a position where it's you versus you, because once you do that, you find the real you. Like if you put yourself in a position you versus you and you fold, it's either you learn and bounce from it, or you just stay down. And if you learn and bounce from it, you come 10 times harder, because you want it even more. Like you fall and you get back up, fall, you get back up. And then at one time you say, it's me versus me again. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go do what I've been doing. That one time it can change your whole life, right?
But you know what's
So
the
always
beauty?
put yourself in. Yeah, what's up?
The beauty is, though, with the you versus you, that a lot of people don't understand is like, bro, it's gonna take time. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing. It's gonna take time when it's you versus yourself. It ain't gonna be something that's quick. We always talk about patience, and it's so important, especially even when it's you versus you, because bro, it's not like all the stuff that you going through and thinking about is not going, all unfold in one night. It's gonna take multiple nights. One night you might be worrying about one thing that's going on in your head, right? And the next night it might be something different. But it's always like
Yeah,
something. It's something new every day. But that's the beauty of like you versus you, is like you're not in competition with nobody else, so you're not in a race. You're not now trying to
yeah,
hurry up and do something. Is you're right where you need to be. And when you're right where you need to be with God involved in your life, He's gonna prepare you for the next step. It's not like you're gonna have to be like, oh, I'm unexpected with this. No, He's preparing you. You're already in the season when you're working with God. When God is in your life, He's already preparing you
yeah.
for what's next. So now when that next thing comes, you're not like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. It's like you've been preparing for it. You understood that God been preparing you. You've been
Mm.
following the good stuff, so you understand that God has been working on you. You understand that, like, okay, God has been doing this in my life. He's been preparing me for this. He's been helping me get here, do this, do that. And that's, what I'm saying, you wouldn't have to worry about, oh, when I get there, oh, what am I gonna do? Nah, God's been preparing you. He's been working on you. You know what you need to do now. So I think that's the point thing with you versus you, is like understanding that God is with you. He's gonna allow it to happen. You just gotta put the work in. You gotta go out there. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'll add to it.
And I want to go into that because that's so important. Like how you say, like you start to see the mercy he has, like how he's so powerful. Like just because it didn't go your way, or just because it didn't go the way you expected, it's still you're still on route. Like you're
Yeah,
still on route. Like you didn't lose or gain anything. You feel me?
facts.
All you did was gain. No, actually, you gain more clarity, right? Like you can say, hey,
Yeah,
like for people, I want 10K, I want $10,000, right? And you working, you're doing this, you're working, and you didn't get that $10,000. But that whole time you're building yourself up, you're becoming a whole new person, and now your heart is $10K, right?
yeah,
And that's way better than the money. And it want, but like I'm gonna speak because it's true. Like that's kind of what we gotta with 2026, right?
yeah.
Once your heart becomes $10K, your pockets become $100K, right? It becomes
That's facts.
times whatever God wills. And so it's so important to understand that, like, just because it's not going our way and we on a different path and God's path, right? You want to see the beauty of it. You want to see it unfold. You want to see how you got set up. You want to see how things went your way and how you got to this point, right?
Facts.
Like for me, I'm gonna speak on my situation because it's so beautiful. Like this is the conversation. Ramadan just passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And during that month of Ramadan, when I was fasting and doing all these things, I'm like, it was so easy. I get out of Ramadan, and it's 10 times easier now, right? Because God shaped me. He crafted me in that month for this month now. And the thing that goes to a lot of, like, people head about the month of Ramadan, they think it's just like fasting and staying away from different things, but like it's so beautiful because you're training your soul, like you're training your soul to be anchored to God. Like you have constant rememoration of God. Like when you're not eating, you're starving, you kind of remember why you're fasting. Like you say, okay, I'm fasting for God. And so
Mm-hmm.
you bring that into the next month, everything you're doing is for God now, right?
It's like
And that
momentum.
goes over. It's momentum.
Mm.
That's what it is. Like it's literally momentum for the next chapter in your life. And I had to realize that. That's why, like last night, alhamdulillah, I ain't gonna lie, like last night, I'm like, yo, bro, like I had like five days in a row, like bad. Like I'm overly thinking. I'm like dang, like where my blessings at, woo the whoop. Like I just did all this and this. And then yesterday, last night, I'm like, bro, like I'm him. Like I'm strong. Like God has set me up for something greater than what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
And now it's like I realized, like, for Muslims, no, not even Muslims, not even say Muslims, anyone who fasts their soul to be connected to God, you gain momentum right after. Like it's complete momentum right after. Like you have a boost of confidence, a boost of like inspiration in your heart because you're anchored to your purpose in life. And like we always say, like our purpose in life is to please God, right? And so once you do that, like everything after is easy. So what you want to do is, like, whenever it's a me versus me, you want to be anchored to God, because once you're anchored to God, everything on the outside, it's you can beat it, because you're grounded to the one thing that matters the most, right?
Yep.
And so I think that's what we have to like really understand what me versus me is. Because
Yeah.
it's more than the outside. It's like out inside versus outside, right? And that's literally what me versus me is. It's what you feel and what you see. That's what we always talk about. Like if this water falls on me right now, all this water drops, how would I react based off my inside and versus what I see? I can
Yep.
either say, dang, I made a mess, or it's all right, I'll clean it up.
It's off your
You see what I'm
reaction.
saying? It's off your reaction. You feel me? So you wanna go deep. Don't let the scene affect you. Always go to the unseen first. Like you can't see my heart, but what I was saying, you will feel my heart. Feel me? That's how I
Yeah.
want to be.
Yo, that's
That's how you
facts.
gotta be.
That's
That's how you
facts.
gotta be.
Because we really can't see, somebody's heart. Like you can't see quite literally their heart. Or you think about it, like with our brains too. Our brains so powerful that somebody else. If y'all was to cut my head off, y'all can see my brain, but y'all can't see the memories I have. Y'all can't see all the stuff I built within myself. Y'all can't see all of
Yeah.
that, and that's why we're so powerful. And I think it's so important that like most people find God. Like you just find your own lane with God. You know what I'm saying? Like take that journey and just learn for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Learn things about yourself because like I said, I can't tell you what you've been through. I can't tell you the memories you have. Only you have those stored up in your head. If I was to take somebody and try to get into their head, I can't. I don't know what their memories. I don't know what they've been through. I don't know what you have. So it's like it's important that you go to God. You know what I'm saying? And you go to God with everything you have in your head because He already knows anyway. So you let Him know, and you also unlock things. It's like when you go back in your past, it's like you just unlocking old doors. But you're just like it's like how do I say it? It's like you ever have a
You see the
quest.
beauty of it.
Yeah, I would say like I'm gonna think like a video game. I'm gonna use a game for example. It's like a quest, right? Like you're almost done with the quest, and it's like that quest happened, but then you kept going further with the story, you kept going further with the story, and then like you go back to the quest, and it's still like unlocked, but you need to do a few more things, which was like maybe forgive yourself, maybe love that situation happened, or just forgive a person, forgive yourself, anything like that, and that'll complete your quest. And then it's like you'll unlock that version of yourself, and it's like okay, boom, I don't want to do that no more, or I'm learning from that. And then it's like, bro, you just unlock it, you become a new person. It's like you just grow, it becomes your character, you just grow with your character, like your character just increase each and every day. But that's the beauty, is like you versus yourself each and every day. It's like how can you be better each and every day? Don't think about how
Mhm.
can I be better in the next 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. How can I be better tomorrow? How can I be better today, right now?
Yeah.
What can I do right now that can help me for tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? And I think, that's the beauty that we have to think about. Is like, what can I do today that'll better help me for tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? How can I prepare today for tomorrow? Not even preparation, to be honest. You really want to do what you need to do today because you never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? You never know if you don't even get tomorrow. So live your life
Yeah.
today. Do
So
what you need to
to
do today.
go, yeah, like you said that because you want to go back like to the word momentum, right? It's all about how your day is the day before the next day, right?
Yeah.
It's all about how you spend your nights, right? How do you set up your nights for
Gotcha.
you to set up
Nice.
your mornings? Like whatever you're doing at night, like a lot of people they go to sleep doom scrolling, right? And so now you're going to sleep with all that on your brain, and then you wake up. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Back to doom scrolling, right?
Nice.
You feel
Yeah.
me? It's that's how it goes. You wanna like build momentum going into the next night. So before you go to sleep, do a little prayer. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes before you actually like rest your head. And now you go to sleep with a still mind. You go to sleep with nothing, a complete mind. And then when you wake up for that first split second when you open your eyes, nothing on your mind but what God. Because that's what as humans that's what we're connected to. Like we wake up, the first thing we think about, like I'm alive, like I woke up. You feel me?
Nice.
Instead of you waking up, going on your phone, doing all these other things, and now you're all distracted. So like life is really just about building momentum. Think about followers, right? You get one big post, it blows up. What do you want to do? Post another post, post another post, post another post. You just want to keep building momentum. So think about that with your life. You do one good deed, I'm gonna do another good deed. I'm gonna do another good deed. I'm gonna go. You're just gonna keep stacking up on good deeds. You feel me? And then if you want to go deeper than that, like you go super deep. You feel me? You break one habit, you're gonna break another habit, break another bad habit, break another bad habit, and now what you're doing, you're becoming a whole new person, all by building momentum. So
Facts.
really, like the way to life, the key to life is it's build momentum to be able to win versus you.
Yep.
Because once you start like beating those old bad habits, you're becoming a new person, and now it's good versus good, and who's going to win?
Yeah.
Good can only win when it's good versus good, right? That's what I'm saying. So you really want to just you want to build momentum to become a better person, and also you want to build momentum in your day to day life because that's where it all starts at. Like bro said, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So what I do today is going to be a reflection for tomorrow. You feel me? I'm going to be able to say, you know what, I slept good last night. I prayed last night, and boom, I woke up this morning. Thank God.
Facts.
And you're gonna forget about yesterday, and then go on with your day. You feel me? Momentum, little small steps. That's a win.
Facts.
You feel me?
And I like that you said little momentum because that's really what it is. It's that first like little thing of momentum. It's not even nothing crazy. Like we talked about earlier, it's nothing. It's not
Yeah.
no 20%. It's that 1%. You just did one little thing. Like
1%.
maybe today you might have just cleaned your room. You know what I'm saying? That might have been the one thing that you changed today. And it's gonna be momentum for
Yeah.
tomorrow. Tomorrow you might be like, all right, let me clean my bathroom, and then after that you start doing everything you need to do. But it builds with little momentum,
Yeah.
and I feel like we first need to just be a little curious about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You just want to
Yeah.
be curious about yourself because that little curiosity is going to build momentum because then you're going to be like, okay, what should I do with my life then? What should I do now? How can I improve now? And usually most people
Yeah.
you go to God. That's the first thing you do. You go to God or you learn about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like learn about yourself. Don't sit on media, learn about other people. What are you learning about other people for? When you have your own life, you barely know yourself. You know
Yeah.
somebody else
That's
more than you know
facts.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like
That's
that. I
facts.
feel like that's most of the world. We probably or I'm not gonna say we, but most people know, their favorite celebrities more than they know themselves, and their celebrities don't even know
Yeah.
them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
certain things like that is like how can you live like that though? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. No,
you want to
that's
know
true. Say it.
yourself.
Say
Like you
it.
gotta know yourself.
Yeah.
You want to know yourself because at the end of the day, that celebrity not gonna be there when it's time for you to, what I'm saying, go upstairs, or if you even get the chance because you've been worrying about another person instead of.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, be a
And
little
also,
curious on your own life. Go ahead.
I like to say that too because sometimes it don't got to be a celebrity. Sometimes it can be like your partner, like your girlfriend or your
Facts.
boyfriend, right? Like you so in tune with their life, you so in tune with trying to make them a better person, and you put in so much effort into that person, you forget about yourself. That's how most relationships crash, though.
Yep.
Honestly and truthfully, like a person puts so much into another person to where they lose themselves, and now the person they put the love into, they like, yo, like, where are you? Like, what? Like you weren't doing this 6 months ago. That's why the 6 month rule is really a thing, right? Because a person, they fall so in love with another person and they lose themselves. That's literally 10 out of 10 times, honestly and truthfully. Like, or the another thing a lot of times would be is we lose ourselves for social media. Like we start posting things that doesn't really go along with us, right? Like we get God, that's what God does, right? He it's a test. Like he will set you up to see how you are when like how would you react. Like if you get a certain amount of views, what are you going to do with that views? Are you going to completely change your life around for that one reasoning, or are you just going to build off that with your purpose, right? So
Yeah.
that's why it's so important to really like learn yourself because once you learn yourself, everything about life is easy.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing about this, right, is when you learn yourself, you have to break idols, as in like you have to break things that people taught you. Like
Ooh,
you have to be
facts.
yeah, that's where it get deep at, but that's where it gets hard at too,
Yeah.
because some like people like when we're raised up, we say like money is the root of all evil, but it's really not the root to all evil. Like money is not evil at all. Like money is it's a blessing. So how can money be the root to all evil, right? But like we're
It's
taught that, so that's
perspective.
stuck in our brain. But you have to break that idol. Once you start to learn, you start to open up many more doors. So that's really what it be. You have to be like, it's about like learning yourself, but it's also about breaking idols and breaking things that you were taught internally, right?
That's
For
facts,
sure.
man. And I agree, bro. To add on that is, really understanding it's your perspective of the world. Just because somebody else has a different perspective, you don't have to view it from their point of view. Like, not everything. You want to see obviously some things from their point of view. You want to get a feel of what they're talking about or what they think, but you got to understand that you have your own mind, you have your own life. Every truth is a half truth, so you have your own perspective on things. There's a few things that my family might not agree with. They might not agree with me leaving my job back then and going all in on content and stuff like that. They might not have seen the vision, but guess what? It's what I believed in. I believed it can work, and now it's working. You know what I'm saying? Now, they happy about it. So that's just an example. Like, just know who you. But once you know who you are, you don't care that how other people view, how other people think, other people's perspective, because their perspective doesn't matter. Is your perspective, is God's point of view at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's once you understand that, like, nobody else can run your life, nobody else can do anything for you, like nobody could hand feed you no more, like you old enough to where you can do your own stuff. It's like, you don't need other people's like opinions on what you think, like what you feel like you need to do with your life. You know what I'm saying? Where you feel like you need to go in life. But obviously, you want to choose your words when you listening to people. But for the most part, get your own perspective, get your own thoughts on things, get your own opinion on things. Who knows? Maybe your friend might not like peanut butter sandwiches, but you might love them. But you're not gonna eat them because they don't like it. You feel me? That's what I mean. Like, just get your own perspective. Just because they don't like it don't mean you ain't gotta eat it. You can eat it, but just not around them. Maybe they allergic. They don't like the smell or something. But maybe you love it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't think because of somebody else's opinion that you feel like it needs to be your opinion too. And I want to use a big example for that I just recently had in my stream, like not too long ago. Was a girl. She said like men are scary, right? But when you think about it, is like, are men really scary? Like, is that your perspective, or somebody else said that because they went through something? If they went through something, that's understandable. That's what they went through. But for the most part, you live with your dad, right? You got a brother. Like, you don't trust men. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Men are bad, but you live with them. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, look at it. It's different perspective. Like, you got to look at it in a perspective like that. Like, just because somebody did something wrong to somebody else, a guy, you live with men. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna say? Your father bad? Your brother's bad? No, you live with them. But
it's like don't live off trends, right? That's literally what it goes off. That's literally what it's based off. Like, don't live because he say, she say. Live because you say, right? And the best thing about this, right, is like, let's say you go your own route. You say, what, I don't need what anybody does. Your action is gonna back you up more than anything. Like, you don't gotta speak. You don't gotta say the reasoning. If you really believe in something, if you really believe that you can change, if you really believe that you can be the best YouTuber, whatever it is you want to be, your action is gonna back it up, right? Like, you can't say, I'm done. I don't want to work, like Weezy, right? He can't say I don't want to work no more, and then he just stops working and he says, I want to pursue YouTube, but he doesn't do YouTube videos, right? How does that show? How does that? It's like, bro, you quit for no reason. So you can't say such and such and such without backing it up with your action, because your action is the best form of speech. Like, your action is gonna set you above on another level. Like, for me, right? Like this is per example also, like, I told my pops, I came over, I said, yo, dad, like, I only need 6 months and I'm good. You feel me? And I left Florida, all this, et cetera, et cetera. What if I just got up here in 6 months and I'm not in the movement to move. I can't even move. It's like, I said I need 6 months for no reason, right? So it's not about like what you say. I mean, it's about what you say, but the do part is just as important, because you have to, you speak it into existence, right? Like, whatever you say, it can happen. You just gotta show up. You feel me? And then once you show up and people see, they're like, oh dang, like, I remember him telling me this like a minute ago. Like, bro was serious. Like, bro really went his own route. You feel me? And that's the life. That's how you wanna be able to guide people to you, right? That's another way to do it. Because people see them like, dang, bro, he on a different level. I need to get with bro. Like, I need what he on. Like, what route did he go? And then now you got people not following you, but people looking up to you. You inspire somebody, and that's the goal, right? You just help somebody without speaking. You just showed, you just did action.
Yep.
So I think that's why it's really important, because we so big on the say, but we lose the do. Like we it got to be both. It has to be both. It
Yep.
has to be both.
No, I agree, bro. It definitely does have to be
That's,
both, bro. You gots to, bro. It gots to, bro.
but
Man,
I got a question though. I got a question to go with this part though.
what's up?
What fear shows up the most? Like what fear pops up the most?
Ooh, when it comes to like me versus me, what fear pops up
Yeah.
the most? Fear itself.
Mm.
Fear itself.
Mm.
People are scared of things in life,
That's
bro.
deep.
Like just a lot of things. People are scared to change. People are that's really what it is. You're scared of change. That's for the most part. People are scared of change. We cling to comfort. We love comfort because it's like we don't have to do anything. We feel good. We're comfortable. We ain't gotta move. Like that's the best feeling in the world when you can just lay down and you ain't got no worries in the world. That's the best feeling.
Facts.
But
That's fact.
it becomes it becomes a fear over time. Like it becomes like too much weight over time when you chill for so long. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
relax for so long, when you relax and you chill for so long, you become comfortable, and it becomes too comfortable to the point where you'll have faith but no work. You know what I'm saying? You'll keep praying.
Mm.
You'll ask God for things, but you won't work. You know what I'm saying? You won't move. You won't take no action on things. And that's what Dady was just talking about is action. We're scared of action. We're scared of taking that step because of the outcome. We're scared of, what can happen in the future. Okay, if we make this move, how will my life look different now? Not knowing that it might look 30 times better. You know what I'm saying? It might get
Yeah.
worse for like a season, but then it'll get 20 times better the next season. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
we be so scared of going past the like example like I used last Tuesday, the fog in the car. You know what I'm saying? I was driving in the morning and a whole bunch of fog came. If I would have stopped, where like what am I stopping for? I'm gonna get comfortable and stop. No, I gotta trust God that He'll allow me to get out the storm. So I gotta keep going through. I gotta keep going through. And even though I can't see the
Yeah.
cars in front of me, I gotta trust at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um and all this stuff comes with trusting yourself, loving yourself. Once you're able to
Yeah.
love yourself, trust yourself, and like we talked about, the little baby steps. Once you're taking baby steps, you're able to trust yourself, love yourself. Then fear doesn't become a factor in your life. You're like, okay, I trust myself enough to take this next step. You know what I'm saying? I took steps before. I took baby steps before, and it changed my life. I'm living a better life now,
Yeah.
right? So how can I take a big step? How can I take, a further step in life? Sometimes you need to think
Yeah.
about those things, bro. But yeah, that's what I think about fear. How
I
about
like
you?
that.
What's the biggest
I
fear
think
that
I
pops up?
I think it's the fear of being judged, right? You
Mm,
don't want she say gotta say, like we don't want the advice, not even advice. We don't want the what people gotta say about us, right? Like we don't want the hate comments. We don't want the oh he doing too much. We don't want none of that, right? And
facts.
whenever we get that type of comment or anything around us, we fold. We say, nah, I don't want to do it no more. But it's like, why? Like, well, who cares what they got to say, right? Like, we always say, like, who cares what other people got to say? And so whenever the fear of being judged or anything like that, it doesn't even give you the opportunity to trust God, because you already in your mind, oh bro, I don't know what she gonna say, I don't know what he gonna say, or
Facts.
damn bro, I know this person gonna say something. It's like now you're not even let God judge you, right? Because God is the only one who can judge. You feel
Yep.
me? So you're not even giving God the opportunity to help you. You feel me? Because you caught up on what the world gotta say. You so caught up on the now,
That's
rather
facts.
than just trusting the unseen. You feel me? And so I think that's my opinion. I think it's the fear of being judged, because a lot of the times, like it can be something so tough. Like, it can be like, dang, that would be hard. Like that's fire. I know if I post this, I like it. You see what I said there though, right? If I post it, I will like it. It's not for everyone to like neither. You feel
Facts.
me? And you gotta put your brain tune in that. It's not meant for everyone. You feel me? It's meant for a specific type of audience. And if you don't fit that audience, whoop de doo.
Facts.
You
And
feel
this
me?
ain't just
And you-
about content either. It's real
it's
life.
not just about
Yourself. You don't
content.
you don't have to like you don't have to have people care about what you got going on. You're not doing it for the people. You're doing it for yourself. But yeah,
Yeah,
my bad. I just wanted to add that. Like you doing it for yourself. You
that's
not. It ain't nobody else's. What they got going on for you is what you got going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my fault.
that's
I had to
exactly
add
what it
that.
is, bro. Nah, it's the truth though, because once you understand that, it's you lose the fear of judgment, right? And
Literally.
once you lose the fear of judgment, boom, you unlock the next level of peace. Honestly and truthfully,
Literally. Peace.
literally, like once you lose unlock that, put that key in, you open another door. You feel me? You to that next level, getting closer to God. You
Yeah.
feel me? And that's the goal. So I think for a lot, like for me, right? I ain't gonna lie, like before I cut my hair, I was like, man, I ain't gonna cut. Like I just we like, man, I don't want to cut my hair, man. I know my hair. You
Yeah.
feel me? But now, like I cut my hair, like you feel me? I'm do-ragging. I'm finna get 360s up. You feel me? Like it's like you just gotta step to that next level. And the thing is, like when we say this, right? We're not saying like we unlocked all the doors. We're not
Facts.
saying we know everything about it because I'm human. We're all human. Every times where I'm like, dang, like what should I do? Or dang, I don't know how I feel about this. And I'm be honest, you feel me? I'm not gonna say I'm no better than anyone, but I know how to catch myself, right? I know how to go back and say, yo, like I know how to go back to what's rooted in me. You feel me? Like we say, like we connect. I feel like I'm connected to God, so I know how to go back to. I go back to the source like that. As soon as that
Facts.
thought come up, I know it's not for me. I know it's not me. I know what it. I know it's the devil trying to get to me. You feel me? That's what it be. It be the devil trying to get to us. Or he whispers. He whispers. But once you go back to your eternal, and you know who you're connected to, and you know your roots, you snap out quick. You feel me?
Facts.
So that's also important too. Like always want to snap back whenever you're in that moment of confusion, whenever you're in that moment of lust, whenever you're in that moment of any type of thing that doesn't connect with you, snap back fast, snap back. You feel me? Because that's all God wants us to do. He just wants us to return to Him. You feel me? Because He knows that's what the devil placed on earth for, to distract us, to get us away from Him. But He just wants us to remember Him and to always return, no matter what. You feel me? So that's why it's so important to just be able to like unlock those doors. And life is like a circle. You feel me? Life is like literally a loop. You probably experience the same situation, or you probably had the same emotions more than once. Like it's only sad, happy, mad, anxiety. Like it's only those type of emotions, right? Like we've been super happy before, we've been super mad before, multiple times. So you know how to navigate through those emotions. You
Mm.
have to be able to like, you have to be able to like know when you're happy. You have to know when you're sad because you experienced being sad before. And so once you have that thought in your head, whenever you're sad, you know how to snap back because you've been sad before. You feel me? Or like for example, like whenever you at your lowest, like you hit rock bottom more than once. Like people say, "Oh, I ain't never going back rock bottom." No, it's life. Like you're gonna have the lowest of the low. Like you're gonna be to the part where you got to get back up. But you've been at that bottom before, so how fast are you gonna get back up? Are you gonna
Mm.
snap back quick, or are you just gonna sit there and you're just gonna dwell and you're just gonna be like, "Oh, what do I do? I don't know how to do it." You've been there before. Lock in, nigga. I mean, stop for the y'all forgive me, but
No, you good,
it's like
bro.
you've been there before. Like, it's the truth. Like you've been there before. Like lock in. Like what
Facts.
you mean? It's like
Facts.
shake back. So it's not about. It's not like people stuck on like, damn, bro, I'm sad. I don't know. You've been sad before. Your mom been sad before. Your dad been sad before. Like it's emotion. We're human. That's what happens. You just gotta shake back. That's all you gotta do is shake back, snap back, come back to your inner roots, connect to the source. You feel me? And
That's
and the thing
facts.
is, like, I want to also add this too, because the the Quran, no, not even the Quran. I'm not even saying the Quran. It's the prophets. The prophets shows us. Like each prophet show us how to use and control our like Mother Mary, right? Like you know how she wear a hijab. People like that go over everyone's head, right? If you really dive deep with the hijab, right? The hijab, what is it? It blocks people from like seeing a person lust, right? And this and this and this. But go with your emotions, right? The hijab will block all the hate out. The hijab will block all the negativity out. The hijab will block all those things out eternally. You feel me? And people think it's just a religious hair scarf, this and this and this. No, like Mother Mary, she wears that for a specific reason. Like it's beyond our realm, it's beyond our knowledge. You got to go deep with things. Like Moses, right? How he split the sea off. I feel like we talk about this like he split the sea. Like when he got up to a hard challenge, a hard obstacle, all he did was trust God. How many of us trust God when something gets hard? You feel me? You
Facts.
gotta learn about like you gotta learn deep about the prophets. It's not just about their stories and what they did. They didn't know it. They have meaning. They show us how to control our emotions. They show us how to navigate through life. That's why they're messengers. Like they sent messages and to guide us. You feel me? So it's important to really just like learn yourself, but also learn the messengers, bro. I think that's so important too because a lot of religions, Muslims stuck on Muhammad, Christianity stuck on Jesus, Jews stuck on Moses, but it's so many more prophets to learn about. Like they all have beauty behind them. You feel me? They're all guys. They all sent from God. And once you learn them, you learn how to like navigate through your emotions and stuff. You feel me? So that's something I think we gotta learn how to be able to like control and navigate our emotions.
Facts. And I love that, bro, because I love that you brought up the prophets because it's important because we're just like the prophets. We all, have sinned before and we, sin to this day. Most of us, well,
Yeah,
pretty much all of us on this earth. So,
all
that,
of
like,
us.
thinking about it like that these prophets, they also were sinning, it lets you realize that who you are inside, that you're always forgiven. You know what I'm saying? That God forgives you, but it's not a thing
Yes.
to where it's like, oh, he forgives me, so I could do whatever I want. No, is you want to do good, but you want to, if you do slip, if you do fall, it's fine. You return to God. You go talk to God. You pray to God. You repent. That's the point of repenting, is to return and turn away from sin. Or what do y'all call it? Y'all call it, what do y'all call it?
Haram.
Yeah, y'all call it haram.
Haram.
Yeah. So like
Yeah,
all that, that's
haram.
sinning. Like turn away from those things. You know what I'm saying? So once you realize that, you know that's like the main points, is like you're never gonna be perfect. Like you're not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna do the right things at the right time, at the exact time that you need to. Not all the time. It's on God's time. You might think it's,
Yeah.
the wrong time, but it's perfect on God's time. So at the end of the day, you just know that your timing it'll never be on your own timing, that it's on God's timing. That'll help you be more humble, more grateful for your
Submissive.
time, and yeah, grateful for your time on earth, because you realize, like, okay, God woke me up today. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for another day. And it's like, I get another day, I get another opportunity to, chase my dream. I get another opportunity to love on another person out there in the world. Right? You get these
Yeah.
opportunities from God by just waking up, and we're thankful for them opportunities. That'll help you be more, just positive with your own life, just being thankful, like realizing, like, okay, I'm thankful for that, this,
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that, thankful for this. And it just won't let you pull negative in your life, because at the end of the day, when you're growing with yourself, you don't need no negative energy, bro, because that negative energy, when
Yeah.
you're by yourself, can be the most dangerous thing, because you're by yourself. You might do something that you don't want to by just thinking negative, right? So when
Mhm.
we're alone with ourselves, when we're in this isolation, solitude, phase of our lives, we need to be, on top of our mental game, and realize we can't let negative in here. That is the first
Mhm.
thing that, we should learn in this me versus me, is like, don't let negative in. It's the hardest thing to
Mhm.
do, but it's the most
The
important thing
hijab.
that needs to do.
Put your
Like he said
put
earlier,
your
yeah,
hijab on. Like
put your
put
hijab
your
on, bro.
hijab on. Like cover
Facts.
yourself. You feel me? I'm telling you, hey,
Facts.
but I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do a video on all the prophets, inshallah. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it, bro. Cause I be really going deep. Like I really be learning about them boys, bro. Them boys really teach us a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Should, bro.
it's beautiful. Like
Teach
it's so
others,
beautiful.
bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Teach
I'm
us
gonna go
what you
ahead and like
know.
explain it. Yeah,
Shoot,
I got
we
to
need to know
because
what
it's
you
like
know.
yeah, nah, it's fire. And it's also it's something that you said I want to add on to that's really important. It's like in this isolation period, it can be really either really really good or really really bad, right?
Yep.
Because when God got us alone, we can be guided by Him. But when the devil got us alone, like we can really suffer. So that's why it's really really important to have a strong mental when you're alone. Because when you really like develop a very very God conscious mental, or you can develop a mental that it just eats you up alive, right? Because that's why it's so big to be in community and communion, right? Because you see your brothers, you see your sisters, and like you're all growing together. But whenever you're like isolated, like the devil has more opportunity to get to you. But that's why people who go like move away or become like isolated, solitude phase, stuff like that, they become like more mentally tougher because the battles and challenges are 10 times harder because the devil's trying 10 times harder. Like he wants you, like the devil wants us isolated, but God wants us isolated also. So you have to choose the God side. Like, I mean, common
Yeah.
sense, right? You got to choose the God side, and that's why like I like that you said that because it's really important to have a strong mental because what you can do is you can be doing so good, and then the devil just whispers, oh, you're not doing enough, and then boom, everything collapse, you feel
Yep.
me? And now you in a bad mental spot, bro. So when you're isolated, it's really good if you stay strong, but it can be really really bad you feel me, you lose that one battle or that two battle.
It's
You're
really
just
just
constantly
losing
losing those mental
control,
battles.
or
Yeah,
how
hmm
like keeping
you got to
keeping
be
your
aware.
control.
That's what it
Yeah,
is right
that
there.
too. Yep.
Yeah, you got to be aware. You got to be aware, and you got to have control. You got to be able to understand that, like, if something's not going your way, you guys understand that God way is better. Because a lot of times what we do is like, bread's not going my way, it's not going my way, it's not going my way. We kind of give up, and that's what the devil wants, right? And the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, like, the God controls the devil, right? The devil can't control God, or the devil can't control us. So
Facts.
whatever the devil does, God allows it. If we're being completely honest, but that's the test.
Yep.
That's the beauty behind it. That's what, like, if you win those battles against the devil, who are you becoming closer to? You're becoming closer to God, right?
Facts.
So that's what you want to do. Like whenever you're isolated, that's really the test of isolation, right? Like how many battles to the devil or the self-conscious thought can you overcome or can you beat? And
Facts.
once you do that, you feel me, it's all easy for you.
Facts. I love that you said that because that's very true, bro. Like your conscious mind is so important. Like when it comes down to growing with yourself, because you have to, like he said, you have
Yeah.
to know, when what it is that you're doing at all times, and that's the importance of being self aware is just knowing, what's going on around you, knowing when you have these emotions, knowing when certain emotions pop up, knowing when things go bad, but understanding that it's in God's way. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding that it's not on you. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing here is for you, pretty much. Like everything's here is for you, but it's not yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Very
Everything
true.
here is for you,
Yeah.
but it's not yours. And just understanding that, like, helps you just understand, like, man, whatever goes on, whatever happens, it's in God's way. You know what I'm saying? If something don't go my way, it's cool, it's fine. I'm gonna let God handle that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if it comes back to me, if it happens for me, it happens. But if it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? I think we gotta stop like looking for results. You know what I'm saying? We be trying to look for results during the process. Like how we looking for results in the process. You know what I'm saying? We can't see the results in the
That's fact.
process. We gotta go through the process. We gotta go through the progress. We gotta evolve. We gotta change. We gotta, God gotta turn us this way, do us this way. We gotta go this way. You know what I'm saying? You might gotta change up your route a few times, but it's okay though. You know what I'm saying? Long as it's, you're grounded with God, you understand that it's God doing the work and not, nothing else. Then you're good. I feel like we only allow the devil to control us when you lose control of your own self. You lose control of, you know your willingness to go back to God at the end of the day. We lose like that self, like that sense of urgency to just pray at night. We these are the things that we lose, and this is how the devil gets to us. He just doesn't get to us out of nowhere. We lose that awareness that God is there with us. We lose that feeling for God. We lose that love for God. And that's when the devil comes and attacks, and he does all the wrong things in your life, and you feel like it's God doing it, and it's not. It's the devil. But you're allowing the devil to do it because you gave up on God. So now you allow something else to take spot. You ain't know something else was gonna take spot. Oh, he waiting. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you either growing with God or you growing with something else. Whatever that something else may be is up to you. But it's either you growing with God or you growing with something else. But yeah.
And all that goes back to the point of constant rememoration of God, right?
Yeah.
Islam, we say dhikr. The word dhikr means like memorization, right? So we like what I do is what like most Muslims honestly, they say astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. They constantly say God forgive me, God forgive me, God forgive me, God forgive me. They can be doing nothing like right now. I can be just God forgive me, God forgive me, God forgive me. You feel me? Because I got that constant memorization of God, right? And it's so important to always like remember Him because you can slip at any moment. Any moment you can slip. You can like at work. When I'm at work, I'm
You don't even
alhamdulillah.
think
God,
of
thank you. All praise and glory. Yeah, you feel me? Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Like all praise and glory goes to God. Like constant memorization because at any moment at work I can slip. You feel me? Any moment you can slip. So that's why it's so important to always have that memorization and not memorization, but the remembrance of Him. And another point that you said that's really really important. That probably went over everyone's head is like uh the I'm gonna say it. The devil can take you and once he takes you, he will leave you astray. Like he will take you then abandon you because his job is done. He already did what he needed to do. Like he took you, he made you forget like your purpose on earth. He made you forget the remembrance of God, and now he's going to leave you astray. And the thing is, when he leaves you astray, he's going to say it wasn't me. Like he's going to say I didn't do nothing. I didn't. All I did was tell you this, and you did it. You feel me?
Yep.
And that's the point right there. He's not gonna literally put you. He can't put you in bad situations. Like
Yep.
the devil can't control you. He can't. He can just set you up. He just set traps for you. Do this. Do this. Oh, go scroll on Instagram for 20 minutes. Oh, go scroll on Instagram for 30 minutes. And now you with the devil. You know what? You with the
Facts.
devil. He got you for 20 minutes. Okay, now he leaves. His
Yep.
job is done. His job is done. His
And
job is done.
and another
So
example. Oh, my bad. Go
okay,
ahead. I'm about to say another
are you good? You
example
good?
I want to like add to that as well is like another example could be like if let's say God may have like say you had a job, right? And God took you, I guess, like let's say you had a job, right? And you may have got fired from the job or whatnot, and there's another job waiting on you. But say you got fired from this job, right? And now you're complaining. You're like, oh God, you did this, you did that, you did that. You're mad, you're upset, right? You blaming God, and that's all the devil needed to do. Now you're blaming God. Now you're complaining to God, and now guess what? This is all the devil gonna do. The devil just gonna move out the way, and guess what? Now you're mad. You're sitting here mad. Imagine yourself mad. You're not trying to work towards getting a job no more. Like you're blowed about this job. You're mad about this job. You're talking down on God. You don't even want to take a step to go to another job. So now it's like the devil don't even got he's like I don't gotta touch him no more. He did everything for me. I made him give up on himself. He don't care about life no more. Oh, I could just move. Now you realize like, oh, nothing going good or bad in your life. It's just the same. It's just constant. But it's like nothing's improving in life. Your life not getting no better, or it's not getting no worse. It's just, I mean, technically it is getting worse because nothing stays the same. It's either getting better or getting worse. So you're probably getting worse instead of getting better. But it's because like I said, the devil may have got you out of position. And just because you didn't run back to God, you blame God. You complained about it to God, or you complain to God. You know what I'm saying? So all the devil got to do is he ain't got to do nothing no more. He can just move back, move away, because literally, like you said, the job's done. I ain't gotta do
It's,
nothing.
it's time to go catch another hat. It's time to go catch another hat. That's what he
Exactly.
say. Like the devil job is literally just to pull as many people from God. That's literally all he's placed on earth for. It says in the Quran, he's literally he was the thing is the devil is an
He's
angel,
an
right?
angel.
I don't know if people know that. I don't know if people even know who that is too. Like
He
the
was an
devil was an
angel.
angel. He
Facts.
just didn't want to submit to a human. He couldn't bow down to Adam, and so he became rebellious. He became envious, and so that's why he's placed on earth. That's why God sent him down. And when he came down, he said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring as many. I'm going to pull as many people with me. I'm going to pull so many people astray from you because of what you did to me, God." And the devil's an angel, right? And I don't know if people know this neither. Like when we all die, when it's all set in stone, we would be ranked higher than the angels. Why? Because angels have no self-conscious. The angels they don't control. They only do one thing. They only work for God. Like they only praise God. They have no battles. Like their life is they're sinless. They're sinless, right? They're sinless.
Yeah.
But as a human, we have more battles. We have more like praying to God and doing all these things. So, like when it's all said and done, we'll be ranked above the angels. So that's
Dang, I didn't
that's
even know
something
that.
about people know. Yeah, yeah.
Learn something new
That
today. Learn
you
something new
learn
every
something
day.
every day. Yeah,
Yo, bro.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
That's
that's
fire.
why. That's why like the all the angels before like that's why Satan, the devil,
Hmm.
he got kicked out of paradise because he didn't submit to Adam. Like he didn't bow down to Adam. You
Oh
feel me? He
yeah.
didn't say, Adam, you are woo doo woo. You feel me? So he got kicked up out of there. But that's besides the point. And so yeah, like you can't let somebody who you gonna be ranked above control you. You feel me? Like that don't make sense.
He's been
So
created.
yeah,
You
no.
can't let a who like how you gonna believe the created more than the creator? You know what I'm saying? Like
Boy,
that don't make no sense. You
boy, don't
know?
Don't even get started with that one, boy, because people in Jesus, oh my goodness. Don't even get started with that one. But
Nah,
yeah, no,
facts.
man.
Dang,
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, because you know, I be trying to figure out like Jesus is a human, right? Like he's a human. He's a creation. Like he pee how I pee.
Facts.
So why should I worship him? Like I should listen to him. I have like we listen to each other. Like that's what humans do. We listen to them. We follow them. We do the things they do. But I can't worship him. Like that's just not me. Like
Yeah.
I gotta worship the creator. I gotta worship the Father. It's the
God, yeah.
Trinity, right? It's the Trinity. The Christian believe in the Trinity, and I respect it. I'm not against it. I just don't. It doesn't
Oh,
make any intellectual sense to me, right?
yeah, me neither. Not the
Yeah.
Trinity.
And
I
so
don't know.
yeah. So it's like the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. The top of the triangle is who Muslims go to. Like we go straight to the Father. Like we don't go to Jesus to ask Jesus for help. How is a human gonna help me? Like you feel me? Like, how is a human gonna be able to change my whole life around? How's a human gonna do? You feel me? The way he could do it is by me following what he did because he is sent from God, right? Like that's the way it goes. But Christianity and it's not even Christianity. It's just I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It's just
It's just
because
Jesus is a
Christians
messenger,
and
bro. And the end of the day,
Jesus, Jesus is just the messenger, bro. Like I don't know, like
he
Jesus is
shows
just the
us how
messenger.
to live life for real. And I think we,
He's
most people look at it as like a little bit too, like a little bit. How do I say it? Like I like that you said,
I would say
that
I would
we're
say
intelligent.
I
Like we
would
got to think we're more. I feel like not in a lot of people's.
it's like
Yeah.
we
Go
we
ahead.
we think off emotion we think off emotions, right? Like I always say this. If I seen a guy, hope somebody like blind become a seeing, I'm gonna automatically think he's God. But Jesus tells us like it wasn't by my will, it was by my Father's will.
Yeah. He
That
says
right
it
there
so
is a
many
clear
times
indication.
too.
He says it too many times, not so he says it too many times.
Literally.
And like it's like clear, like he gives so many clear indications of him being like everything happens because of the Father.
Yeah.
So why, like, even like he says in the Bible, he said like why do you, like, I'm no good, only the Father is good. Like he says that like clear as day. So it's like we move off emotions, like we move off what we see. Like we if like for me, right? Let's say if I become rich, everyone like, damn, bro, you became rich, you got so much money. I'm like, nah, like, nah, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. It was my father, like God did it. You feel me? That's literally what it would be. But
Yeah.
everybody gonna be like, dang, bro, like, what? How you get that? Like, let me get some. Like, you feel me? Just go to the Father. Like, why are you coming to me? Go to the guy who gave it to me. That's
Facts.
literally what it is with Jesus. Like, it's like I did all this. Just go to the Father. Like, why do you come to me? Like, I'm not good. Like, it wasn't by my will. It was literally by the Father's will.
I
So if you
like that.
want something, go to the Father. Like, go to the man up above. Like, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. But that's the conversation people don't be ready to hear
That's facts.
because they and the thing about me is I got to that point I don't care. Like I'm gonna tell you straight up, and I'm not gonna force you to think, but I'm gonna like make you be like, dang, that makes a lot of sense. Like
Yeah.
how's
You
that
gotta
how's
hear
that not
it, bro.
right?
You gotta hear it.
You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it, bro. So
If you don't hear it, you won't know. You know what I'm saying? Because
you won't
nobody else
know.
will say it. So
Yeah,
gotta hear
that's
it.
literally what it is. That's literally what it is,
That's facts,
bro.
bro. I love that
And
that,
then and
that
the
you brought that
biggest
up.
thing.
Oh, my fault. What happened?
Now you good. You good.
I
You
about to say I
good.
love that you brought that up because me and my mom had a convo about that too, like not too long ago about like following God and Jesus and all that. And I was trying to get her into understanding like yeah like she be asking me how why I promote Jesus and stuff like that, and I told her because is like he's the one who's teaching us at the end of the day. Like he's the one who's teaching us all these blessings and the things to do and what not to do, and he's always telling us to go to God. But I feel like a lot of people don't go to God. They just what I'm saying, they believe more on Jesus, and it's like, how do I explain it? Like you don't want to believe that Jesus is like God, but it's God, and then it's like Jesus is like under him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to explain
It's
it to
like
her. Like it's
it's literally it's literally idolatry. Like that's
yeah.
the perfect example of idolatry. Like people say that Jesus is God, and that's like that you giving God like a image. You giving God like a level. Like you're ranking a high supreme with a human. Like you just belittled him. That's literally what you did. Like you
Facts.
belittled God and made him at a human level. And and the thing is, like, the way I had to explain it to my mom, and it's hard to explain anything like this to anybody outside of
That is
like the realm
facts.
of your knowledge, right? Because they're so stuck on one thing. And the best way you gotta explain it to them is like, if who created Jesus, right? And they say God. So who created God? Like, you gotta like question them. You can't explain it to them. You have to question them because you want their brain to start running. Like
Yep.
you want them to come back to like their normal newer. Like every human before we're born, we're technically all Muslims. Like that's something that's totally different. But we're all like technically Muslim because we all submit to one God. Like we all say like it's one God. But like as we get older, as we taught different things, some people go to Jesus, some people go to Moses, some people go to all these other things, and they lose like their one focus, like what we first started off with. So you want to
Facts.
like question a person to bring them back to their normal like new, that we call it new in Islam, to their normal like fritz or their normal heart.
Yeah.
So like
It
what, like
becomes
for
new
instance, like
because it's
perfect.
technically your heart is getting renewed. You're not. You're turning from
Your
your
heart
old
is
heart.
getting, and
I
that
feel
and
you.
that's why and that's literally why and that's why when you take your like when you become a Muslim and you take your shahada and stuff like that, like they say like you become a newborn, or you become rebirth because you found your like you come back to yourself again, so you
Source.
become
Yeah.
a newborn. Yeah. So but I'm
That's
telling you,
fire.
bro, like it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like when
Yeah.
you just learn, it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful.
Nah, that is
It's
fire,
beautiful,
bro. I
bro.
can't even cap. That is
Yeah,
fire.
nah, bro. Inshallah, I can take shahada one day. Inshallah.
Yeah.
If
But
God,
man, I ain't. I don't got no more
yeah,
questions, bro. You got questions?
yeah, no, I'm good.
You good, bro? I
Dang,
feel
this
like
is
today
a
was a
little man.
good.
This is a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, me versus me,
Facts.
huh? Me versus me.
It's just me versus
Me
me at the
versus
end of the
me.
day,
Nah,
bro.
it's me versus me, bro. I like that one. That's deep. That's tough.
Nah, facts, man.
Um,
But
what's your closing words for today? Let me know.
ooh, me with the start on the closing words. Okay.
Take us off, man.
My closing words for today, man. I'm gonna have a few closing words. I'll say, um, learn your mind. Um, learn how to become learn about your emotions, learn about your mind, your emotions, and learn about more of your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Your spiritual life. Like dig into your spiritual life. Dig in with God. Tune in with God. Learn about your emotion. Learn how to control your emotion. There you go. Learn how to control your emotion and learn how to control your mind, and then learn about God. Learn about your spiritual life, whatever that may be for you. You know what I'm saying? So those are the three things I'll give for today. Those are my closing words. How about you?
Um, my closing word is gonna be the best version of you, right?
Mm.
And that's for everything. Strive to be the best version of you. You don't want to strive to be better than someone. You don't want to be strive to be the top. None of that. Just strive to be the best version of you, right? And whenever you do that, you have a focus, you have a purpose, you have a goal. So you feel me? Episode 27, you know what I'm saying? Me
Facts.
versus me. Hope y'all enjoy it. You feel me? And that was a W, man.
Facts, man. Love y'all, man. See y'all in the next one. Whoa, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget. Yeah, we love y'all, man.
Next
Stay safe, stay
Tuesday.
blessed. We're gonna see y'all in the next one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.